Hey there, Greg with Boom Up Engineering. It's time to look at a Makita cordless chainsaw, 36 volt. This is the Makita XCU08. So the reason we're taking a look at it is because I was using it one day and set it down on the ground, but unfortunately I was 20 feet up in a tree. So unexpected, kind of an unexpected incident. Kind of a life lesson. Try not to let people rush you. You know, if you got something to do that's important or your safety is of concern, you know, try not to let people rush you. That's what happened here. And basically I didn't put my harness and saw lanyard on when I was up on a ladder trying to clear a tree off my power service line. The fire department came by my house. I live out in the country, and they thought they would help out, so they got out a ladder, and you know, I clambered up there. But again, should have taken my time, got my proper equipment. I didn't need a ladder. Should have just climbed up the tree and worked on it as usual. So this saw fell about 20 feet onto the ground. It got caught up in the tree and pulled down. So I didn't get to see how it hit, but most likely, you know, with the batteries being heavy and plugged into the back of the saw here, that could be what hit first. And there was no damage done to the batteries themselves. It was just the housing, the rails that the battery clips into the saw. There's a few pieces broken off, and you can see there's a crack in the housing here. I started loosening up some of the screws here already, but I thought we would take it apart and see what it looks like and see if we can get her fixed. So this saw is about a $300 saw. And I was surprised, really surprised, that for $28 I was able to buy this is all one part number here, 28 bucks. Clamshell case set up with the oil tank. So pleasantly surprised that I was able to buy a case for 28 bucks. And yeah, we'll see what it takes to get it installed. I have no idea if it's hard to get certain components off of the old saw and into here. We'll see how she goes. We'll pull some of these screws out. Thus far, the only thing I've done is gone around and loosened up some of these screws. They're easy to see. There's nothing, none of them are hidden by any means. Just might have to turn this upside down and let it fall out. Come on, screws. Now this handle, brake handle, it's got a couple screws. Where are they? They already come out. Must have already fallen out, but this comes out of there, and looks like that's just piloting in the saw housing there. Easy enough. But it feels like it wants to come apart. There she goes. It'll be a little bit of a mess inside, but not too bad. I wouldn't say this saw has high hours on it. Definitely cut up a few trees with it, done some climbing, and just bucking small stuff next to the bonfire. But all in all, pretty nice saw. Well, here we go. All sorts of good stuff. So I wasn't sure if any of this stuff was stickers that would be hard to transfer over. Looks like it's all, you know, like a switch assembly. It's all kind of integrated, so that shouldn't be a problem. Probably hardest part is just routing all these wires, getting them what would you say, fastened or withheld in these little clips and things. That's probably going to be the hardest part. Probably good to video this or take some pictures. Not sure where I want to start exactly. Things are going to go springing into place. Try not to flex the wires too much. Just trying to peel everything loose. This connector right there, it's got some teeth. Kind of grabbing onto that connector. Oh, just kind of laying in there. Brake switch. Almost need like some tweezers or but most everything just seems to be kind of slid in between like teeth, or it's not really snapped in there. Of course that looks like that wire. Well, everything's going out pretty easy. Take out some more screws here to take out this motor assembly. Looks like it's got a cooling duct on there. Yeah. Got a little fan to blow the hot air out apparently. Magnet. Can't say I've ever had another electric saw part. This is the only one I've got. Pretty much bought the Makita since I was already into the 18-volt tools. And I wasn't interested in like a Milwaukee. They have bought into the big 18-volt battery scene, whereas the Makitas went down the path of using two 18-volt batteries to get 36 volts. It seems to work pretty good. I know I have no issues with it. This saw seems to cut really well, has a lot of power. But 36 volt is better than 18 volts. Probably easier to set up the motor, get good power density. Again, you don't have to buy more batteries to get the high amperage batteries like you do with the Milwaukee. Not sure. Not sure what. There's a bunch of screws on this side. Yeah, I guess I better tend to those. Guess I need to take them all off anyway, regardless. Like the outside case screws are all about the same, including those two. Looks like I need a hex. Thanks Phillips so far. See, everything in the motor assembly's got these fine threads. Take this out. Okay, let's see what happens. T25 fits close enough. Maybe. Jeez. Don't have enough oomph. I don't know if I have. If I have a T27. It's 20, no, it's 27. Let's see if this does any better. Nope. Uh-oh. Hold on. That was in there good. Ooh. Loctite it in there. I don't know if I need it. Just, well, expose that screw there. All right, we got a lot more screws out. Kind of looking to see what all. Got the stud there, and that's about it. All this needs to get transferred over. What to pry out first. I don't know. Put a headlamp on. Not sure what to do first here. Harder to put this thing back together and take apart. Some of the parts in there as I go, maybe. It's just pins. And that spring is under some tension. This could be interesting, trying to get this back together. Just have to somehow compress this spring. Get this, well, this piece right here that the linkage connects to. It's got a rod or a piece that goes into the spring, and then it's got this little piece here that goes through this little piece of sheet metal. And it's like that locks this piece of sheet metal, and that little nubbin there lock all this in here. I have to play with this and get back to y'all. I could peel the back of the spring out here, maybe. Well, at least it gets tension off of the spring. Maybe it's not too bad of a way to do it. I don't know. Should be able to peel this off now. Just like that. Oh, that's the brake itself. Brake band. Just clip off. Just clip off without stabbing my finger. I knew that was going to happen. Guess that's a benefit of doing this at the kitchen table. At least the area is fairly clean. We should see if we can get that reinstalled while it's fresh in my mind. Getting messy already. Pointies, a lot of pointy corners on this spring or band. If there's any way to get it to slide further this way. Yeah, maybe like that. Just not to compress the spring so much. Try not to hurt myself again. There we go. Got a little blood on there. with this. Should we put the detent in first? I don't know if it matters. Detent. Here we go. It's in there, but just the bottom, this just kind of hangs up and doesn't seat all the way down. Okay. Close. Let's see. Can't remember. Can we put it back together now? I think we can. Probably should have waited to see if I can get the rest of the saw together first. Yeah, I like it. Use the slow screwdriver, put stuff together maybe. Make sure we got the right screws. I don't know. Should all be just the coarse thread plastic screws here. Seems like it's going together all right. Oh. Okay. I think that could be it. Just a little oil dealy bobber. Should be probably an oil line connected to it. Nope. Okay. Step at least. I don't remember what that hole was for. Dog. Where the dog goes. Took the dog off. Didn't I? Well, let's do this. Let's see. Chain tensioner is always good to have. Clean a little bit of this crud off here. Put some new grease on there. It's probably more than I need. Just put it in the slot, I guess. Not much to it. Do this right away so I can't mess it up. Come on. Let's put this in first. Oh yeah, maybe that's the hot ticket. Shazam. Okay. It'll work. That's enough of the blue stuff. Put this cover plate back on. It was Loctited for some reason. I guess with such a short bolt, they can come loose pretty easy since the bolt itself can't stretch much. Put a little orange Loctite on there, I guess. I think it was covered. Here's me bit. There we go. Okay. I think that's a pretty good job. Brake still works. Might need to take that out, but we'll see if we can get it together with that in there. Back to the motor. we don't need to pull the tank. There is a pump here. Guess I maybe should have drained the tank. Maybe we'll take the tank. Let's see. What holds the tank in there? Maybe it's glued in there. Gotta take a new tank. So that means I should have drained the tank. Of course, I can try to take it where I don't have to tilt this anymore. Maybe it'll be all right. At least most of this is going to come when I start pulling on it all. Not sure the motor, well, maybe it's working free, okay. Okay, motor's loose. Just got to undo these rubber lines, oiler lines. But to make sure I get some more paper towels. Okay, got more paper towels. I'm certainly going to make a mess. I should try draining this tank a little. Yeah, I can't believe that. It isn't bleeding much. I'm not sure if anything good can come from trying to drain this, trying to save this oil. Oh, there it goes. Still should have drained it sooner though. Should have had it completely dry. Okay, yeah, there's no nipples on there. There's just a hole for the hose. Gotta get this oil hose free. There must be a nipple on there. Okay, I think it's coming off, and yep. And we'll get this pop out of the tank. This must have a bulbous end here that fits into that hole and it expands. springy filter. Keep it clean. I guess that's just a expanded spring. Gap in the windings there. Put the oil through. Okay. And this whole thing's gonna have to go at the same time, isn't it? Like everything. If that's ready to come out. What is that? Capacitor. So I get some wires clipped in here, maybe. Big power wires. Okay. Those are out. Look at that. One big mess. That might be broken a little bit. I wasn't sure if this was going to be part of any of the kit. I don't think you can buy any of this stuff separate back here. Looks like it is broken. Maybe that doesn't matter too much. I don't know. Just a little piece there. I should break it off, or is there more of it broke off? No. It's different though. This piece extends out, this side doesn't. Okay, so that slips onto there. We can get rid of this. Other than this, maybe that sticker there, I think we've got this all goes bye-bye. A lot of stuff to get lined up all at once. It's about a $300 saw, maybe $280. So I think it was, it's worth a shot to try to get it happy again. Try to get all this to slide together. Close. I see the problem. Okay, that looks good. It's at least pretty dang close. Might have to straighten this a little bit there. I did have the batteries in here post-accident, and it functioned. There was just no keeper to hold the battery in with this being busted. I think that's pretty dang close. So we just need to get the motor set. this oil line on there before I go any further. I might need to get some small, oh, that come off easy. So I should have put that on the nipple down there and reconnected at the pump before I set the motor in here. That would have been smart. 'Cause otherwise I don't know if I can get it to slide on. You cannot get your fingers in there at all. Maybe we can coax it on with a screwdriver. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Well, it might be started. I think it's going on there. Okay, let's run with that. And I think the motor, well, let's see. We're gonna have to take this brake hub out. Well, the shaft is through there. Just need to get that motor seated. I just think that O-ring was on that motor. Keep the crud out. It was on this clutch. Yeah, I think it was like that. I think that's where it goes. All right, so there's a pilot on that motor that I think fits fairly tight in the case. I think I just need to get that walked in there. But I think once that's done, start pushing the wires into their little keepers, and I think we'd be doing pretty dang good. Yeah, motor's almost all the way in there now. Get pushed over. Get the screws. Get to where I can get the screws lined up with that motor housing. Yeah, I think this is pretty close. Okay, so the motor had these fine thread screws. Let's try to start one. Yeah, this is going, this might be going pretty good. Come on. Of course, it might be hard to get everything perfectly aligned to get the threads to start. Oh, it's in there. Nice. Put a few in, put these 3 in, and we'll get them again. And we'll work on the wiring mess. Get the switches lined up. Try to figure out where they all come from. Okay, let's do this one again. There we go. Alright then, we got the capacitor in there. The switch just lays in there. Okay. Like it. These wires go into these little keepers here. Just gonna stuff them down in there carefully. You can still see the marks from the original case in the wire insulation. This is where it's going to be more difficult, is up here trying to figure out how that switch was all set up. See, it's got to go all the way up. Maybe this goes behind the switch. Let's go like that. Yeah, like that, like that. Oh, that's looking pretty good. I can buy that. This is the brake. Is this something for the brake? Ain't gonna lie, I might have to go back and watch the video on this one. Oh, I thought this was up here. Where? Let's see, this is something for the brake. To fit in there. This could be. Those wires tuck in there, which I think they do. If you guys can see this very good. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. Go behind there, like that, yeah. There we go, pretty sure that's right. This will sense when it comes down, that'll close that switch. Yep, I think that's good. Stuff feels good. It's pretty much in there. Another micro switch, I'm pretty sure that goes there. Yeah, we got about to have this licked. All set. So that seems good. It's all in there. Didn't really mess with that at all. Hook up our oil line. So mostly we just have this this menagerie. Good Lord. See, that needs to go inside the handle. I think that's it. It's got to be pushed down to be able to give her throttle. Yeah, Shoot, I think this is it. What do you guys think? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's try to set this on there. This would be a good $28 spent. I bought it from Saw Again. Seems like that's about the only place I order saw parts from. Sawagain.com. Oh, you know what? Where is the D-ring? There it is. I could see putting this together without the ring. So yeah. See if we can get all this to come together now. Close. Like about an 1/8 of an inch. For some reason. It's probably just with this stuff. That'll let it go. Okay, it's closer. Close. I just need to get some screws going. See if there's anything else. Oh, you know what? Almost screwed up, so we got to do this handle first. Yeah, so that'd be my style. Get it all bolted back together and then notice the handle. Okay. Just goes like that. This little flap here for the oil, bar oil. Let's see how that just presses in there. I could see destroying that. There's a little nub in there. There we go. Yeah, so we'll do that too. Okay, disaster averted. Pull this off carefully. Okay. 2 coarse thread screws. Okay. Oil adjuster cover. Not a bad touch. See if we can get that little teat or whatever engaged in a slot in there. It'll be easier said than done. Reset the cover. Case. Wiggle and jiggle. And close. Let's put a case screw or two in there. I think that's good. Just a little springiness there. I don't that just might be getting everything tight and made it up, but it looks like I've got good alignment on everything. Let's make sure I get the motor, all these motor screws in. Using fine thread going into metal thread inserts. Did I miss one? Got one more motor screw. I don't know if there's one behind that plate that I forgot to put in or what. Seemed to me like there was three on each side. Okay. Put a little blue spooge on there. Now I'm just making a mess. Circle it. Your pliers. Okay, that's all good. Throttle and everything still work. dog, the big dog in there. Really getting a good bite, isn't it? Some of the screws went right in as if it was pre-threaded, like it already had screws in it before or something. No, I think I screwed up. Get for being in a hurry. Snug back up. Okay, how's that look? I think I'm getting there, man. Put the chain brake lever back together. Okay. Try not to strip these out. Okay. Well, it's just about putting the rest of the case screws in. I say they're all easy to see. There's no hidden screws on this one. No stickers to take off. Any weird stuff. Surprisingly easy. Kind of refreshing. Okay. So I think it looks surprisingly good. Guess I could have maybe tried to straighten this a little bit while it was out. But that's pretty dang good right there. I didn't see any. I would have swore there was a third screw from this side of the motor. But man, I don't know where the heck it come from. Given as much as that this is a $28 saw now, I mean, we could have just chucked it in the garbage. I guess I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I may wonder about it, but I don't think I'm going to worry. Yeah, I don't know. I think I tightened these. I don't think the motor's going to be doing backflips in there. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. 28 bucks, we got it fixed. Like I say, I like the saw. It's a little bit heavy. I'm a new climber. I don't have a lot of years in. I'm just learning how to do it. And this is a saw I started out with because I knew I'd like to have a cordless. Now it is a bit heavy, but you know, as a beginner, I like my 2511 T Echo. Helps me out having a light saw. Oh, but this saw is perfect. You throw it in the truck, you're going down the trail or something like that. You want to clear things up a little bit, or just around the bonfire when you're feeding wood in there. You want to make something a little bit easier to throw in there. This is great for that. Again, I mean, you can climb with it. It's just a little bit heavy. You know, to hold this thing out and zip off a branch, you got to be pretty serious about wanting to do that. You could spend twice as much easily on a cordless saw, but I mean, why would you want to? Yes, this one broke when I dropped it. Maybe any one of them would have broken. I don't know. If you can repair a case for 28 bucks, it seems like a good reason to maybe overlook the fact that the batteries are a little bit exposed here and stuff like that could get broken. Maybe you could you could put a crash bumper on here if you wanted to, I guess. Maybe that would help. Well, that would help, but things start looking silly quick. But yeah, if you got any questions or comments on this, I don't know what they would be, but you can see it wasn't too hard to take this thing apart. I've never been into one of these before. I think this is my first Makita cordless tool I've ever taken apart, so if I can do it, you can do it. Greg with Boom Up Engineering. Guys, have a good day.